Hi everyone, my name is Adrian Catana and I'm a PhD student at Ștefan cel Mare University of Suceava. Today I want to share with you our work titled Finger Hints: Understand User Perception of and Preferences for On-Finger Kinesthetic Notifications. Notifications are ubiquitous in our lives. Daily we receive an impressive number of notifications, whether we are talking about a text message, a calendar event, or even a reaction on social networks. Introducing finger hints, our mathematical formalization of peripheral kinesthetic feedback delivered at finger level. Three dimensions compose what we call a finger hint. Dimension 1 consists of primary movement of the finger, flexion and extension notated with theta. Abduction and abduction are the second dimension, notated with phi. The last dimension is dwell time and represents duration while the finger is kept in one specific pose at a given joint. Using the shown formalism, we define on-finger kinesthetic notifications as movements that put the finger into a series of n poses at joint J. We conducted a control experiment to measure the user perception of finger hints as well as to elicit preferences for suitable finger hints. To be able to do this, we developed a finger augmentation device that can execute control finger hyperextensions. The device consists of 3D printed PLA platform fastened with Velcro straps to the hand. On the platform we mounted a servo mechanism with torque up to 3.3 kg per centimeter at 4.8 volts. A controlled experiment was conducted in order to measure the user perception of finger hints delivered by our custom-made finger augmentation device. Furthermore, the aim was to elicit preferences for suitable finger hints corresponding to common notification types on mobile devices. In the first step, participants had to fill the first questionnaire about their use of mobile and wearable devices and general attitudes towards notifications, followed by personality, creativity, and index finger dexterity tests. Next, we place the device on participant's dominant hand, then run a pre-recorded 3 minutes long sequence of finger hints to demonstrate various extension angles and dwell times. To enable the participants to experience finger hints in a diversity of situations involving the wearing hand, we replayed the sequence of finger extension in following conditions: hand on table, hand alongside the body, hand holding the smartphone, hand holding a large box, resting the head in the hand, shake hands. The order of these conditions was randomized per participant. After each condition, we administered a short questionnaire with a mixture of user experience measures. Once the participants had formed an understanding of capabilities of our finger augmentation device, we asked them to think about suitable finger hints for several notification categories. We instructed the participants to propose finger hints that they thought were intuitive, comfortable, and memorable. In the final part of experiment, participants fill out a questionnaire containing measures about the overall perceived usability, social acceptability, and wearable comfort of finger hints. The Johnson's personality traits show some interesting correlations. Data analysis revealed that high usability ratings were provided by participants with extroversion traits. Finger dexterity was evaluated with a measure of NEPSI battery, and we found that participants with higher finger dexterity rated higher at goodness of the finger hints, while participants that could extend their index finger more leveraged this dexterity average to propose finger hints with larger extent. We found a significant negative relationship between creativity and extent. More creative individuals preferred finger hints with smaller extensions of index finger. Perceived social acceptability was higher when alone or with family. Our participants considered notification important, useful, yet somewhat disruptive. We found that participants who felt more in control of when and how they receive notifications provide higher usability ratings. At the same time, participants who rated higher the perceived disruptiveness of mobile notifications also rated higher the implied malice dimension of finger hints. We measure usability with SUS and UMUX ratings. The mean SUS score was 65.4, representing marginally acceptable usability close to good, according to Bangers et al. Acceptability ranges and objective ratings for interpreting SUS scores. We evaluated finger hints with the perceived creepiness of technology scale, a tool for measuring how creepy a new technology appears to users in an initial encounter. Perceived creepiness varied between 9.3 and 50.9, revealing a large range of first impressions with a significant difference among the subscales. In the first step, we elicit preferences for finger hints in response to the condition of notification type independent variable. After analyzing the data, we found very low agreement rate which indicate different user preferences for finger hints. Having established devices directly comparable to finger hinter, we designed an experiment to collect perception of our device in context of its peers. We used 4 commercially available finger and hand augmentation devices. The participants wore each device during 2 activities: manipulation of small objects and large objects. After each combination of device and activity, they filled out a questionnaire about wearable comfort and perceived creepiness. To complement the findings in our lab experiments, we conducted a supplementary study in the wild. We recruited a new participant, let's call it James, 25 years old, male, which we asked to wear our finger hinter for 8 hours continuously while carrying out his usual activities. Regarding the social acceptability of finger hinter, James reporting having noticed reactions from curious people in public areas, such as in the restaurant when everyone was looking at the device. Overall, James' experience of prolonged use of finger hints was mixed, primarily because finger hinter was not meant for deployment in real life. Thank you for watching. For more details, please see our paper.